Leaders, Ryan here. You're probably wondering why on a Thursday is Ryan sending us a random video? It's a great question. Guys, ever since I got here about a year ago, one of the biggest desires and passions in my heart is to develop leaders amongst our students. I don't know about you guys, but I had that as a student. Somebody believed in me, somebody saw something in me, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons that I'm here today. And so I want to create a culture where we are developing leaders amongst our students. Because students not only need somebody that loves them, students need somebody that believes in them. Somebody that believes that they can have greater impact than they currently have. Somebody who believes that they can be a better leader than they currently are. And this is super important because students are going to go off to college one day. And some students may leave our ministry for whatever reason, they move or whatever it may be. And it is our calling as the church to give them a foundation in their faith that allows them to faithfully walk with Jesus as they move on to their next. And so how are we going to do this? Well, starting hopefully in a few Wednesdays, September 11th, we're going to give student leadership from 6 to 6:20. This time is going to be led by Kyle McLean and Christy Rash and myself. And we're going to give these students about 10 to 15 minutes of leadership content, and then we're going to leave the room and we're going to make them pray together. We're going to let them have student-led time of prayer. They're praying for their night, they're praying for their friends, they're praying for their family, they're praying for whatever God puts on their heart. And so what I need from you guys is I want you to really start thinking and praying about 2 to 3, maybe you have a handful of students in your group that you want to ask to be a part of the student leadership. Guys, this is not an open invite. I'm not ever going to talk about this from stage. This is us seeing something in somebody and us calling it out of them. This isn't going to be for everybody, and that's okay. Like, there are certain students that need this though, and that want this type of investment. So think about those students in your group that this would be a really good fit for them. I want students who are committed, because we're going to be committed to them. I want students who are committed to this, and I want students who are committed to growing in their relationship with Jesus. So if you don't have 2 or 3, that's okay. Seriously, like, we don't have to force it. But find a few students that you want to ask. Second thing I want from you guys is if this is something that like you're really passionate about, if this is something that you want to come alongside Kyle, Christy, and I, we would love to get more hands on deck with developing leaders. When it comes to developing content, or maybe there's a different structure that we can use, like, we are all hands on deck on wanting to develop student leaders. So if you're interested, I'd love to hear from you, and we can get you plugged in on what this can look like for us. Guys, I know we say it sometimes, hopefully a lot, but I could never, ever say enough how much I love you guys and how grateful I am for the ways that you constantly, consistently show up and love on these students. You guys are changing lives, you're changing families, as we talked about last night. Like, dads are being baptized because of y'all's investment in their daughters and in their sons. And so just know that I'm so incredibly grateful for y'all. And man, I can't wait to develop some student leaders and see what God wants to do with it. So hopefully we're going to start in a few weeks, but if it takes a little bit while longer to get the right students in place, I'm willing to wait. But please try to get those names of students to me ASAP. I'm going to reach out to them personally and invite them to student leadership Wednesday nights at 6. Awesome. Love you guys.